Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. Listening to this old man grunt. How's it going? How's it going? Welcome in, everybody. It is the king of the rats. I just have a million of them underneath my feet right now, running around, doing whatever they want. 'Tis I. What's everybody? What is up, everybody? How we doing on this wonderful Monday? Listen, you know what? I hate saying that Mondays suck all the time, okay? We gotta be a little more positive than that. So let's stay positive. Mondays aren't that bad, you know. Sometimes you just casually pull a 12-hour workday. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be okay. Villain killing Dylan, how's it going? 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm imagining you're saying, Dylan. That's what I imagine you do every time you come into these streams. What's up, man? How's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member, my friend. Appreciate you. Don't forget to vote in the most recent poll, because the new Versus video came out. It's Monday, see? Another positive thing for Mondays. We got Versus videos, ladies and gentlemen. One just came out today. It's a close one. Let me tell you, between Patreon and channel members, I've been watching it all day, and it's been pretty close between Scream 6 and Halloween Kills. It's an interesting matchup, so if you're a channel member like Eric is here, or Dylan, who we were talking to a second ago, you guys can go vote in those polls. Or maybe you're supporting me on Patreon already, which is pretty damn cool. What's up, Eric? How's it going? Happy Monday, my friend. Thanks for the support. Once again, love your profile picture. I know I say it every stream, but I can't help it. It's awesome. I've yet to meet Felissa Rose, too, which is a problem on my end. Hopefully, get to fix that this year. Would love to meet her at a con or something. She's awesome. Sleepaway Camp movies, absolutely 10 out of 10. Okay, that's maybe too high a praise, but I love the Sleepaway Camp movies. A lot of fun. What's up, Paula? How's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to Horror Talk Mondays, where anything can happen. And I mean anything. Who else is hanging out with us tonight? Julian saying, what's up, Stanky? I see Julian follows me on Instagram. What's up, Julian? How's it going? Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I am the stinky one, in case anyone was wondering. RJ Skorenki is saying, another day to talk some Scream 7. I'm in the herd. They are talking. Oh, you've heard that they're talking about a new director. What about Michael Bay? It would just be explosions. It would just be Ghostface blowing things up and then walking away from it, acting all cool, being like, yes, Sydney, I blew up that. I don't even know. I don't know what I could say on live without getting in trouble. I say a lot of questionable things on here, though, so I don't know. Maybe I'll be fine. Michael Bay directing Scream. What do we think about that? That's wild. Crazy stuff. RJ also just saw Terrifier 2 this past weekend, made it all the way through. But, you know, that's shocking that you made it all the way through. Some people can't. Some people can't do it. Some people throw up. You know, we saw that at the movie theaters I guess 2 years ago now, which is wild. Wild stuff. Eric's saying Jordan Peele for Scream. Not against that at all. It'd be a lot of fun. Very cool. Julian is really just wants to get across how stinky I am. You know, Julian, I appreciate it. I see nobody else saying that in here. You're the only one. You're the only one who got the memo. So I appreciate it, dude. Chris, what's going on? Saying, hey, Jake, my dog Ozzy has a favorite horror movie. That's the dog right there in the profile picture. Love it. It's Cujo. I imagine Ozzy would love that movie. Just sees himself represented in that movie there. That's awesome. That's awesome, Chris. I'm so glad. It makes me so very happy. What a cute little guy he is. I love it. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Ghost Edits is saying, hi, guys. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Perry Moberg's with us tonight saying, hey, Jake, been a bit since I've caught a live stream. It's all good, Perry. We're just glad to see you here now. Thanks for being a channel member, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Amy's with us too, saying, I thought Crazy House was a meh film at Sundance. Felt like a bore because of it, and the comedy didn't land, and it felt stretched out. That's a shame. Crazy House looks pretty good. I'll tell you what, from the trailer, I have not seen the film yet, so I really don't have an opinion. But it stars our boy from, oh my God, what's his name? Nick Frost. I'm like, not Simon Pegg, the other guy. What's his name? Nick Frost. It stars him in what looks to be a Too Many Cooks movie, basically, like a whole film based on that crazy idea. That's the vibe that I got, at least. But it looks cool. I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. Welcome in, old school. How we doing? How we going? What's up? Welcome in. Goku Cena is saying Scream 7, Ghostface attacks a Taco Bell. I mean, listen, as goofy as this might sound, we have yet to see that. We have yet to see Ghostface run through a whole fast food place. I don't know. I mean, I'm not against it. I think that might be fun. Can you imagine Ghostface just going into the kitchen somewhere while someone's at work and just killing people there? Scoring a kill in a location we haven't seen him get a kill in yet? I'm here for it. That'd be fun. There's a lot of ways you could potentially kill somebody, in the back of a kitchen. So why not see Ghostface attempt that? That could be a lot of fun, I think, Goku. Mr. Rick is with us tonight. What's up, man? How's it going? I really enjoy the live feeds and videos. Can't wait for Wednesday especially. Can't wait for that late night chat tomorrow. Oh yeah, tomorrow I am talking with Craven Something Scary, talking a little Scream theories. He only goes live at 10 o'clock for some reason. So we're streaming late. We're streaming late for him. So make sure to check that out. 10 o'clock tomorrow. I know that's going to be ridiculously late on a Tuesday night, but come on over and say hey. Say what's up, dog? How's it going? Maybe you can't sleep Tuesday night and you're like, I don't know what to do with my life, but with my time right now. Well, you can listen to me and Craven bullshit about all the Scream 7 drama. There you go. Doing a fun little live stream tomorrow. Come on over and say hey. Johnny Hideout UK, thank you so much for the support, my friend. I really appreciate you. Saying happy Monday, and thank you for making every week great. Johnny, you make every one of these live streams fantastic, man. It's always a blast seeing your name pop up here and saying hey, man. So thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for talking a little horror movies with us, too. We appreciate you. You're a vital part of the community, my friend. Thank you for the support, and I hope you enjoy the show. Thanks for being with us. Noah Atkinson is saying, hey, Jake, what's up? What's its radio... Oh, Radio Silence, the directors, Matt Bettinelli Open and Tyler Gillette directing Scream 7. What's the chances, do you think? Is that what you're asking me? I would say the chances are low, even though I'd love them to do it. That'd be great. But they're moving on. They got a lot of projects in the works, too. I mean, we heard that they were maybe directing some kind of new take on Escape from New York. They have Abigail that comes out in April, which I'm very excited for. And they've also just formed this conglomerate with a bunch of other studios to produce a couple of horror movies every year, essentially. So they got a lot on their plate. I don't know if they're ready to hop on Scream 7, especially with all the drama. There's a lot of directors. I talked about this in my update video on the second page today. There's a lot of directors out there who don't want to touch Scream 7 just because of all the drama. They don't want to be associated with it. And I get it, I mean, it's why Christopher Landon left, So I get it. I understand. I think Matt and Tyler just got off the ship a little early. Call them lucky, I would say. They made their 2 movies. They got out. They did it right, man. They did it right. I'm happy for them. I enjoy 5 and 6, and I hope that 7's good too, whenever it comes out. Ty Lee is with us tonight, saying pumped for Thanksgiving. The Blu-ray comes out tomorrow. Too bad there's no Steelbook, but I bet in a couple of months there will be, so we have to double dip. Dude, they did it with Infinity Pool, and I was so mad. I was so mad, dude. I was going through all these Walmarts looking for that movie. I'm like, I can't find it. Because I don't like to order things online if I don't have to. I know that sounds insane. It's but Jake, ordering things online is so much cheaper and easier. Yeah, but I order things online sometimes and then they never come. I had 3 years ago, I ordered a Valentine's Day present or something and it never came. Fun fact, just never showed up. I was like, what? What the fuck? I got my money back for it, but it's just that was a whole ordeal. If I can get it in person, have a physical copy in my hands and then take it home with me, I prefer that. So yes, looking for Infinity Pool, finally found it. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you at all when I say 2 days later they announced, oh, we're doing an Infinity Pool's Steelbook and it's going to have an extended cut of the movie. And I was just psh, all right, Brandon Cronenberg. I know you probably have literally nothing to do with this, but I'm still mad. But yeah, I think I'm going to wait. Ty is where I'm at. I'm going to wait because Thanksgiving was a pretty big movie, man. They re-released it in theaters recently. I don't know. I imagine it's coming. I'm just going to wait. Your boy's going to wait. Haunting You, what's up, dog? I'd like a Scream movie directed by Wes Anderson. I've seen some parodies of this on some sketch comedy pages. I can't remember who did it, but someone did a bit about this where it's what if Wes Anderson directed the original Scream? It was very funny. Very funny stuff. I liked it. That would be fun, though. Wes Anderson doing Scream? Holy shit. That would be wild. I still have yet to finish Asteroid City. I keep starting it, and I keep falling asleep. That's not to say that the movie's bad. Just to say I have not been able to get through it. I always watch it I always start watching it at 1 in the morning, and then I pass out. So. Sarah, what's up, my friend? The queen has donned her crown to come into the chat. What's up, Sarah? How's it going? Welcome. Thanks for being a channel member, my friend. Thanks for being here. Amy is saying, Jake, do you think Scream 7 should star David Dastmalchian and Justice Smith? Justin Long, Wyatt Russell. David Dastmalchian would be really interesting. He could be a great red herring, in my opinion. Wyatt Russell. I just watched Captain America, or what's it called? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I just watched that for the first time, and he was really good in that. I'd love to see Wyatt Russell in more stuff for sure. Justin Long is always a yes. Justice Smith too. I could see that. I could definitely see it. Run it. We might be doing a reboot. You know, it's something to consider with Scream 7. This might be a full-on reboot, which some people don't want to hear. People are like, but I want Sidney Prescott in the focal point of this. In the fucking focal point. There we go. We got to get that in there. But, that's what I want. Sometimes that's just not how it goes, though. Slashing It with Matt is with us. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. Matt, what's up? What's up? Happy Monday, dog. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Amy Jackson says, your mom should direct Scream 7. Damn, you done got me with... Amy Jackson's got one joke up her sleeve, and that's it. You know, it's something. It's something, Amy. Not bad. You know, the 2000s called and they want their joke back. But hey, not bad. Mr. Rick throwing $5 out there. Thank you so much, Mr. Rick. I appreciate that. Saying, I just found out Blumhouse is behind Scream 7 and it's going to be called Revenge of Corey. They're going to put Corey Cunningham in that movie too and just tell a whole story about him. They just can't get enough of Rowan Campbell. They're just going to put him in the third entry of every single requel franchise. It does not matter. Does not matter what it is. Doesn't matter what the story is up until this point. We're throwing Corey in there, baby. That's the new formula for success, ladies and gentlemen. Just throw a random character that has nothing to do with the story in there at last minute. Just do that. You know what, Mr. Rick, you're right. You're right. I see the light now. Corey Cunningham in Scream 7. Got to make it happen. The Corey story part 2. You know, Mr. Rick, you might be onto something, though, because unfortunately, you might be onto something. Scream 7 might be a reboot, like I was just talking about, and it might just be an entirely new story that kind of branches off of what 5 and 6 set up. I mean, think about this. You know, I've been pitching this idea for a little while. If they ever wanted to just, you know, tell a new story, do what I'm talking about, but under a different circumstance, not everyone getting fired for BS reasons. They could do like a story where it's like someone somewhere else in the world, someone seeing all the things happening on that Stab subreddit, all these people talking about wanting to finish Richie's movie, or Sam was the actual Ghostface in the you know, during the events of Scream 5. You could say someone out there was kind of like, well, I want to go Ghostface myself, and for whatever personal reasons I have, they could do that somewhere else. But I think what sucks about it happening in Scream 7 is that it's happening because of these circumstances. It's happening because we fired Melissa Barrera. There was, you know, scheduling conflicts with Jenna Ortega, possibly a pay dispute for sure with Nev Campbell. I just think that sucks, man. I would be down if they made like a Scream 7, which concludes the requel and legacy story. Just one last little go around with Sidney Prescott and all of our favorite characters, then do some kind of reboot. I'm into that. Sure. Ghostface is a cool enough villain to be thrown into a whole new situation. Sure, let's run it. Let's make that happen. But that might be what happens with Scream 7. That's a possibility right now, and I think that would suck. That would blow, man. Only because of the situation. Like, I'm here for it otherwise, but because of what's going on now, it just makes me sad, Mr. Rick. So honestly, we might be getting a Corey story in Scream 7. It might just be like, here's this new thing. Here's a brand new story that has nothing to do with the previous couple of movies. So, Mr. Rick, you might be onto something there, my friend. I hope not. Mr. Rick's even saying, oh God, please no, it was just a joke. What have I done? You've spoken into existence, Mr. Rick. No, I'm kidding. Mr. Rick, thank you so much for the support, my friend. I really appreciate the $5. That's really funny, too. No, I promise you didn't speak that into existence. That might have been something that was already in the works. Jake is scared. We're all a little scared here, a little on edge. Eric Cartman is saying, what's a horror movie that has been remade, but you're still not satisfied? My pick would be Firestarter. That's a great choice. Oh my God, Eric, that is such a good choice. Yeah, that Firestarter remake, man, that did not do it for me. Woo, that was kind of rough. Wasn't crazy about that one. I can think of some movies that need remakes. Trying to think of what's a movie that's been remade but you're not satisfied. I really enjoyed the Alexander Aya remake of The Hills Have Eyes. I do. It's not bad, but I don't feel like that story's ever been like perfect, in my opinion. I feel like they could do that even better nowadays, but You just got to work around some stuff. I think you got to change some stuff about the story too. I'm not crazy about some of that stuff that goes on in there, but that's stuff I don't know if I can really talk about on a live stream, if you catch my drift. But yeah, I would love to see another remake of that. I love Alexander Aya too. I love his entire filmography pretty much. But I don't know, that remake I feel like could have been done better. Just my opinion. Tara is saying, what do you think the big kill will be in Terrifier 3? Tara, that's such a good question. How do you top the bedroom scene? You know, Damien Leone has even said, he's like, I don't know if it's going to top these last two scenes. He thinks it has the potential to, whatever that big kill is going to be about the movie. He's even said, like, it's going to be subjective at the end of the day, but he does feel like he's got something in Terrifier 3 that will up the ante yet again. Tara, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have suggested, Art the Clown's going to kill that little girl that we saw in the teaser trailer. That has been a very controversial thing in the community, too. Some people have said, like, that's a step too far for them. But whatever it ends up being, I do hope that it pushes some boundaries. Now, even if it's not that, I just hope it's something that makes us feel uncomfortable. That's what horror has to do at the end of the day. It's a very important factor in horror movies, in my opinion. But we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what ends up happening with it. I hope it pushes some boundaries. I mean, the bedroom kill made me uncomfortable, and it takes a lot to make me uncomfortable. So I hope that they're able to achieve that again in Terrifier 3 with whatever it is. It's going to be some crazy fucked up thing that Damien Leone has cooked up, though. I'm sure. My Chunky Jordy, what's up, my friend? How's it going? Thanks for being a channel member. Saying I'm not feeling the best, so just popping in. I keep burning up and I'm sitting here hardly dressed just to cool down. That's not good. Oh my God. Not good. Like I need to take Ziggy out for his last walk of the night. My friend, what I would suggest is go outside. It's freezing fucking cold out there. So maybe don't go outside hardly dressed, but it is cold outside. Open a window. There you go. Not too bad. I hope you feel better though, my friend. I'm so sorry that you're sick, not feeling too good. All the love and good health sending your way, my dude. Feel better. Feel better. That's no good. It's no good to feel bad. Thanks for popping in, though. I do appreciate you stopping by. Eric is saying, not a fan of Corey. He was shoehorned in due to trying to stretch the trilogy, in my opinion. I know many people did enjoy the shakeup. Listen, I'm down for a shakeup. You know, that's the thing. I just don't feel like that's a shakeup worth telling. I don't know. It's just like, what? We had all this stuff set up in the previous film where we're going to look past that just because some people like this new story. I don't know. That's not a good enough reason to make that like viable. You know, there was a lot of cool stuff going on in that last movie in Halloween Kills that didn't go anywhere. And I think it retroactively like degrades the movie in my opinion, which might not be a fair criticism. I actually brought that up in today's video. Halloween Kills versus Scream 6. I'm going to keep talking about it because it's a really good video. You guys should watch it. Just saying. But I don't know. I go back and watch Halloween Kills and I'm like, all of this is so cool, but it goes nowhere in the next movie. It's all great setup though, but doesn't happen. Just nothing. Haunting You. Thanks for the $5, my dude. Thank you for the support. Saying, how about a Saw finale? A global nuclear attack and the elite who hunker in the bunker. Hunker in the bunker, I like that. They paid for only to find it rigged for a final judgment. Ooh. I'm really fucking with this, dude. So it's like the end of the world, and the only people who get to live are the ones who survive their tests. Wow, that's out there. That is very out there. There's no denying that, but I kind of vibe with that a little bit. The stakes are way higher because it's like whoever lives controls the world, essentially. Like they're going to be the person in charge of rebirthing the world. There's a lot of new things to add to this conversation with a Saw movie like that. I think that when Saw finally jumps the shark, because, you know, rumor has it we're getting not only Saw 11 this year, but maybe Saw 12 next year. When Saw finally jumps the shark, which might be the next movie after this new run, something like that I would not be against. Like some John Kramer inspired dude like during the apocalypse who has this bunker, but the only way that the people can get in is if they pass these crazy tests. I am so down for that. Is wild. Haunting You. That's absolutely insane. I'm so down for it. Once again, like I do believe this is something that we reserve until Saw is jumping the shark. I could see some people seeing something like this and being like, wow, they're out of ideas. But I think this is really interesting. I don't know. For me personally, I would so see this movie. This is out there. You know, this definitely this is like the Jason X of these movies. You know what I mean? This is a Jason X style sequel where it's like, we're going to do some crazy shit here, but it's going to be fun. I mean, and however you feel about Jason X too, it's like that movie is just a weird landmark for the franchise. Love it or hate it, it's experimental as fuck. It's got some funny moments to it. And I don't know, it's an important movie in that franchise to say, like, this is when Jason went to space. Like, this is where we were. There's so many weird things that had to happen to make this happen, but it's interesting. I don't know. It's interesting to me nonetheless. Haunting You, I love it, my friend. Thank you for the $5. Thank you. A soften that would have to be the last movie too. That would have to be it, because then like there's no one else to cleanse, right? Like that would be it. Here's the rest of the people on planet Earth, and have some John Kramer wannabe running the bunker. I'm very into that. I'm very into that for sure. Slashing it with Matt's also throwing $5 out there. Matt, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Saying, guys, show Jake some support over on KillJoy Jake too. Love the new content, my friend. Thank you, Matt. So yes, I did announce a rebrand of this page a couple weeks ago, and it's been going really well. I know some people were like, Jake, I don't know about that. I don't know if people are going to still be watching after you watch, after you kind of start to make different content. Listen, things are going good. People are still watching videos I posted 2 weeks ago, which a year ago I couldn't say that. The update videos would come and go, and it would just be like, I did all this work, and that only lasted me like a day. That was like a day's worth of people watching. And now I got people watching my videos I posted 2 weeks ago still. They might not be getting as many views as fast as I used to get them, but you make good content, people will check it out. If you build it, they will come. And that's what I've learned from all of this. But over on KillJoy Jake 2, we're still talking all of those fun little updates, especially the smaller ones. You'll still see big updates here, of course, but the smaller itty-bitty updates and rumors and all that kind of junk, that's going over on the second page. So if you're still interested in all that fun stuff, go check it out. Go subscribe. I just posted something today about some Scream 7 rumors regarding that little director rumor that potentially someone has been chosen by Spyglass to do Scream 7. Who that could be, I don't know. I've just heard some rumors about who it could be. But if it is who I've been hearing, I would not be against it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to put my foot in my mouth and say who I have heard it might be, but that's going to be it. Matt, thank you so much, though, man. Matt is throwing out a super chat to help me out with my second page. Matt, I appreciate the hell out of that, dude. Matt's also a big supporter over on Patreon too. Means the world to me. We've done a shit ton of podcasts together, which are also on KillJoy Jake too. So another reason to go check out the page. Matt, thank you so much for the $5, man. Means the world to me. Thank you for your support, dude. Appreciate that. What else do we got going on here? Julian is asking about my opinion on the Oscar nominations. I mean, for the most part, there's some good stuff in there, but dude, the Oscars fucking, I don't know, dude. It's one of those things where it's like, I think it's just kind of obsolete because they don't recognize all parts of film, especially horror, and I'm saying that mostly as a horror fan who watches movies go by every year that have these amazing performances, and the Academy is just kind of like, Toni Collette in Hereditary? Nah. Florence Pugh in Midsommar? Robert Pattinson in The Lighthouse? Nah. Like, what? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Mia Goth in Pearl? Nope. Like, so frustrating. The movie Nope should have gotten something. Cinematography, performances, best picture. I don't know, man. There's so many movies that I'm just like, there's so many movies that get snubbed or don't even get a look at, nothing. That makes me just not have any excitement for the Oscars. I know there's a lot of people that do watch every year and are like, oh my God, this is awesome that someone won. But I don't know. I have no excitement because they don't recognize a lot of the movies that I care about that do have great performances in them, but they're horror. So they're lower tier, right? That makes me so mad. Makes me very mad. Also, Greta Gerwig got snubbed. I don't care what the people on Twitter have to say. She should have gotten a best director nom. Barbie should have gotten a best picture. I don't know what to tell you. That's insane. Wild to me that she didn't get nominated. Listen, I know Barbie got nominated for a bunch of other stuff, which is great. But come on, man. Like that's a monumental movie for female directors, and not even a nomination. That's crazy. If she would have lost, okay, at least she got a nomination. But it's insane to me that she didn't get a nomination for Barbie. Same with Margot Robbie. I see what you're talking about, Paula. I 100% agree. Margot Robbie should have gotten Best Actress. It's nuts to me. It's like they didn't watch the movie. It's like they Ben Shapiro'd the Barbie movie, and that makes me sad. So once again, another reason to not really respect the Academy, but that's just my opinion, I guess. Tara is asking, what do I think about the new Strangers trilogy? I'm excited for it, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I have heard director Renny Harlin say that a big goal of these movies is in the first one to remake the original, and then in the next two, kind of explain the Strangers, which I just don't know how I feel about that. You know, I think there's a fine line you have to cross when explaining villain characters. Because, like, I think what I love so much about the first two is how mysterious these characters are. There's so many little, like, clues as to who they are throughout those movies, but nothing's 100%. And I'm so worried that this new trilogy is just going to explain it outright. There's not going to be no mystery behind who these people are anymore. It's just like, yep, this is what it is, and that's that. That's a conversation killer. That makes my job a lot less fun. That makes my job a lot less fun to come on here and talk about it. It's just, I'll just be saying like, okay, here's exactly what this movie explains the Strangers are, and here's my take on it. There's no theorizing. There's no conversation to be had. It's just explained. It's just like, let me explain to you exactly what happened. That's not a very fun review in my opinion. I want to be able to give my weird, like, here's this weird theory I have about what the Strangers could be now that we have this new piece of the puzzle. I'm afraid we're going to get all those pieces, and that's no fun, in my opinion. So I hope that they just give us a teeny tiny bit more about where the Strangers came from and not paint the whole ass picture. But who knows? Chrissy is saying the new Strangers almost definitely will suck, sadly. I hope not. You got to stay optimistic, but I do fear that that's what the case is going to be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited because it's like new Strangers movies, but I'm worried they're gonna over-explain everything, which would blow. Eric Z is saying Kevin Smith for Scream 7. Ghostface hangs out at the Quick Stop with Jay and Silent Bob. You know, Kevin Smith is not the worst choice. I really love Kevin Smith movies. There are a lot that don't work for me. I'll be honest. Tusk is not one that I'm crazy about, or the one with the little sausages running around. You might know the one. There's a lot of Kevin Smith movies out there that are a little too much for me, but it would be kind of cool to see him direct Scream 7, considering he's in a Scream movie. He has a little appearance in Scream 3 as Silent Bob. So, I mean, you know, kind of weird, kind of full circle. Why not? Why not see what Kevin Smith could do with that? The one thing that would be for sure is that if he writes it, the dialogue will be fantastic. That's the one thing I know from a Kevin Smith Scream movie that I could be 100% sure on. Will the story and the twist be good? I don't know, but the dialogue will be like a 10 out of 10. So that you can count on. Darth Chosen. What's up, my friend? How's it going? Saying, hey, Jake, I feel like Terrifier is the reason that horror is still great because Art is the new epic slasher villain. I mean, some great points here, Darth. I think that Art is one of the only big slasher villains we've gotten recently. That's worth a damn. You know, John Carver's up there from Thanksgiving, which is really cool. We also got, Gabriel from Malignant, which I love. But these are, seemingly one-off movies. Thanksgiving is getting a sequel. But until that sequel comes out, and until we see how good or bad it may be, I feel like John Carver is not necessarily a horror icon yet. Where Art, almost most definitely is, with all the hype that is surrounding that franchise. I mean, you cannot go to a horror convention today without seeing somebody in a Terrifier shirt, without seeing somebody in an Art the Clown cosplay. I've been to 3 now. I've been to 3 horror conventions, and at all 3 of them, the majority of people wearing Terrifier 2 t-shirts or Art the Clown cosplays. Sienna Shaw cosplays. I've seen a few of those too. People wearing the angel battle armor and stuff. And it's awesome. It's fantastic. People put so much effort into these crazy costumes. It's great. So to me, it's Art the Clown is undeniably this new icon, and it's great. It's great to have that. I feel like it's been a while since we've really truly had something like that. Maybe the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers in the thousands, but I mean, there's not much else like that has really just had this chokehold on the horror community like how Art the Clown does right now. So yoga hosers, thank you, Eric. Thank you for reminding me of that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Art the Clown's fantastic. Gotta love him. I can't wait to see Terrifier 3. They're filming it now. Day 1, it's been announced over on Michael Levy's Instagram. My dude posted a little day 1 picture with an Art the Clown dude. I don't know. What are those things that like move on Instagram? Is that like a is that a GIF? I don't know. GIF, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what's going on, man. But day one of filming, that was today. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Terrifier 3 coming out October 25th, for those who don't know. I count the days. I eagerly await it. Easily my most anticipated horror movie of the year. Haunting You's throwing another $5 out there. Thank you for the support, my friend. Saying, you mentioned Pattinson. What if he was the next Ghostface? The new Billy Loomis. Ooh. Man, that would be fucking awesome. Especially if you guys have seen the newer Batman movie from, what was that, 2022? What year was that? I think 2022, right? The Batman, whatever year that came out, I loved it personally. I feel like that's my favorite portrayal of Batman in a movie. That's how I've always seen Batman, at least. Like from what I know about him from the comics, dude's just this like emo stinky guy that lives in this cave and is trying so hard to, make things right in his city that just, it seems impossible. It seems like this impossible task to keep the crime out of Gotham, but this guy is trying his best to do it anyways. And it's just such a relatable struggle to see, especially in this new world where we all got to work way harder than we had to in the past because the economy fucking sucks. That's a whole other conversation though. So I don't know. I love Robert's portrayal in that movie so much. I think he would be a great Ghostface for the same reason. Like, yes, he's a good guy in the Batman, but I could see that same energy be translated into a Ghostface killer with a crazy new motive. Once again, and my God, I can't stress this enough. Can we get away from the parents who are angry, the family members who are angry and want revenge? I'm so sick of that in Scream. Oh my God. Move into any other motive and any other reason to kill somebody. I'll take it at this point. Like literally anything. I will be impressed by literally any other motive at this point, just because we've done the same thing in so many Scream movies over and over and over again. So I'm really hoping we're able to find that. That would be sweet. But if Robert Pattinson's Ghostface theoretically could deliver some kind of crazy motive like that, I'd be into it for sure. I could see him doing it. Speaking of, him, we were talking about The Lighthouse earlier. If you guys, once again, if you're hearing Robert Pattinson, you're just like, the guy from Twilight playing a Ghostface killer. I don't know about that, Jake. I promise you he's so much more than the guy from Twilight. Watch The Lighthouse, watch The Batman. He's so good. Excellent actor. And his indie career, before Batman and stuff, in between Twilight and Batman, is so good. It's all very good stuff. The Batman is also fantastic, but I recommend checking out all these things. I think he's great. Hollywood Guy's been a member for 7 months. Holy crap! Hollywood Guy, thank you for your support, man. That's a long time. Thank you. Jake, it's been 7 months. Holy crap. Wow, I just said that. You rock. No, you rock, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the page. I can't do this shit without you guys. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for making all this goofy, weird stuff happen. It's because of you, man. It's because of you. It's because of my chunky Jordy, Eric Z, Sarah Campbell. All you guys are making this happen. So thank you. Thank you for your guys' support over the last couple of years, man. It's been a lot of fun to do this for you guys. I hope to be doing it for many more years to come, man. So I got some crazy stuff on the back burner that's coming out soon. I'm excited for it. Chrissy is saying there's a new slasher film coming out, ignoring that dude who made it. Wait, what? Ignoring that the dude who made it made Night Swim. It looks very promising. Oh, I gotcha. It looks very promising. Not much information has come out about it. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, Night Swim was a skip. Night Squid. I almost said that. Night Swim was a massive skip, man. I was like, ooh, that was rough. I don't know about that one. But yeah, I mean, listen, I'll check it out. I remember there was a lot of hype before Founders Day too. And that was one of the most rough movies I've seen in the theaters, maybe ever. Dear God, that was rough. So I don't know, man. 2024 is off to a rough start. But next week we got a new movie coming out. Is it next week? Yeah, it is next week now. Next week we got a new movie coming out, which seems to be maybe one of the first big good horror releases of the year. It's called Lisa Frankenstein. It's coming from writer Diablo Cody. That name might be familiar. She wrote Jennifer's Body. And I cannot remember the director's name off the top of my head because Zelda Williams is the person's name. I no idea what else this person has done. but I'm excited for it. Diablo Cody, I really like a lot of the scripts that she's written. Jennifer's Body is so weird and so bizarre, and I kind of love it. It's one of those movies I feel like was really ahead of its time, which is why it kind of bombed when it came out. But it's a movie that has stuck with me all these years. I don't know. There's something about it I love. It's got this weird energy to it. It's almost like a Christopher Landon movie before Christopher Landon was making Happy Death Day, Freaky, those kind of movies. It feels in the same vein. I love it. Very ahead of its time. Great movie. I'm hoping this movie's good too. Lisa Frankenstein. Coming out next week on February 9th. It'll be in theaters. I'll be doing a review of it. Very excited for it. Hollywood Guy, I couldn't agree more too. Like, what a name. Like, I think she has the coolest name out of any horror movie writer that I know. Diablo Cody, that's badass. I hope she's doing good, and I hope she gets to do Jennifer's Body too, which is something she's been talking about a whole bunch lately. She was on the Boo Crew podcast, Bloody Disgusting's podcast, talked a little bit about this, saying, I want to make Jennifer's Body too. I want to make it happen. There's a big resurgence for that film lately too. A lot of people are coming around to it, so it would be cool to see her finally make a sequel to that. I'd be so down for it. Oh shit, Ty, I didn't know that. Zelda Williams is Robin Williams' daughter? No fucking way, dude. Oh shit. Okay. Even more reasons to be excited for this Lisa Frankenstein then. That was something that did not come up in my research. Badass, dude. Did he say Boob Crew? I said Boo Crew, even though I can see how you would think I would say Boob Crew. Boo, like a ghost. Boo. Oh, is that what ghosts do? Do they shudder like that? R.I.P. Robin Williams, absolutely. One of my favorite comedians of all time, without a doubt. Dude is effortlessly funny in the best way possible. Anyways, what else we got going on here? My Chunky Jordy's got to go. Good night, all. Got to pop in and say hi tonight. Then bed. Go say hi to him. Tell him KillJoy Jake said hello, too. Love to all and snuggles from Ziggy Puppy Pup. Thanks for hanging out with us, Jordy. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I hope you feel better, my friend. Thanks for being here. Darth is saying Catherine Newton is in Lisa Frankenstein. Oh, take my money. Yes. Catherine Newton in new horror movies is always a yes from old Jake. Another big reason I'm excited for it. She's also in the upcoming Abigail, which you probably saw in the trailer already. But dude, 2 Catherine Newton horror movies. I'm like, let's go. Hell yeah. We got to see her in Freaky. Was that the last big horror movie she was in? I want to say that's right. I can't remember, but I'm just glad we're getting spoiled with Catherine Newton horror movies this year. They're like back to back. Well, 2 months away, but still pretty much back to back. Don't worry about it. I'm excited, Dart. It's going to be great. Jake Hansen. What's up, Jake? How's it going, man? You think that if Chad was Ghostface in 5 and 6, but didn't reveal till 6, that would have been the best reveal in the entire franchise? Question mark. That's tough. That was something we were talking about between 5 and 6. Because you'll remember in 5, he gets stabbed, like basically the shit stabbed out of him in 5, and then he's taken away at the end. He lives. And I thought like, oh, Radio Silence is probably going to do a 6 after 5 came out. There was so much hype for it. People were super excited. People were predicting it was going to make a bunch of money, and it did. Made $140 million at the box office. I mean, that's not like record breaking or anything, but for the Scream franchise, that's pretty good considering Scream 4 kind of flopping pretty hard when that came out. So 5 was a big, like, hell yeah, like great stuff. 5 made some money. There's a lot of excitement for the franchise again. I was imagining, okay, yeah, Radio Silence is probably going to do 6, and maybe they'll bring somebody back from 5 to be Ghostface. That would be fun. That'd be a fun little twist. So I remember I pitched a theory where I was like, what if Chad got stabbed because he was working with the Ghostface killers, but then kind of like backed out a little bit. It was like, listen, I'm just going to let you guys do your thing, but I can't, just don't hurt me or Mindy, And then it's like, oh, he gets all the shit stabbed out of him. It was a stretch. It was definitely a stretch of a theory for sure, but I thought it would have been fun to do something along those lines, where it's like someone in the group the entire time was a ghost face in the previous entry. But I'm kind of glad to see where they went with Chad instead. With 6, I know some people are like, I can't believe he lived through that movie. That's crazy. But it was fun. They did the same thing with Dewey in Scream 2. I'll take it. It was fun for what it was. Should he have been a ghost face, or should somebody have been a ghost face from 5 that ended up being revealed in 6? Maybe that would have been a better reveal, because you wouldn't have been looking You know, and a big problem with Scream 6 was there was just too many characters who were safe and couldn't have been Ghostface. I think it actually would have been a better reveal if it was like Richie's dad working with somebody from the previous movie. Because it's like, think about the talk that was going on between Screams 5 and 6. We were all saying, like, there's no fucking way that it's going to be anybody who lived through the previous film, which is why I actually got to the point of like, well, maybe that's the trick. That's how they're going to fool all of us. It is. And that's why I pitched theories like that, because I thought maybe that would be the realm that they go into, but no. And that's okay. I mean, that's okay. You know, that's not something that's necessary, but I just really wanted to see, I really wanted to see something like that. I think some of the twists in Scream 6 just feel very ham-fisted and don't work, but that's just my opinion. I'm glad with what we got. It's not the best twist in the whole franchise, but it's fun. It's fun for what it is. What's his face? I keep wanting to say Dylan. Dermot Mulroney, I think, you know, is hilarious as his performance is. I vibe with it. I'm like, whatever. It's goofy as fuck. I have problems with it, but it works. It's whatever. It's not the most. I've seen worse performances, more ridiculous performances. Sarah Campbell has gifted a KillJoy Jake membership. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate that. To Paula Fitzhenry. Hell yeah, Paula. Welcome to the fold. You can currently vote in the some of the polls now. Now that you're part of the cult, drinking up on the Kool-Aid. You can vote in today's poll, talking a little bit about who will win in the next Versus video. Who's going to win between Scream 6 and Halloween Kills? Who wins that fight? That's all up to you, my friend. So there you go. Go ahead and vote, and then you get to decide the winner. It's going to be exciting. Sarah, thank you so much for gifting that. I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Val has just come in, the general. What's up, Val? How's it going? What's up, what's up? Welcome in, welcome in. Jake is saying Dermot is a pimp, can't even lie. Dude, he is, man. He's great. Yeah, I love his energy. I love the energy that he brings to Scream. He was clearly so excited to be in that movie too. I don't know. He still posts about it. He still talks about Scream 6. Like he loved it. He loved being in that movie. So I don't know. It's hard for me to hate on the guy. He just seems so positive and so wholesome, you know? I would love to meet him. Honestly, I'd love to meet the guy. Would love to shake his hand. Be like, you know what, man? You were a lot of fun in Scream 6. As much as I like to be like and goof around about how silly his performance is, if you guys saw today's video, there was a whole bit about him in it. I love it. I think I love his energy. I love how positive and excited he was to be in that movie. So, it's hard for me to hate on the guy. It really is. It's really hard. When will the next Versus video be announced? You know what I'm going to start doing, Ty? I had a few comments on today's video. People saying, like, what's the next one going to be? Like, you should do Terrifier 2 versus, like, other stuff. I think at the end of those videos, I'm going to announce what the next one's going to be. I have the whole year planned out for the Versus videos already. Like, I already know every single one that's going to come out. So I think I'm going to start doing that. So the next one is going to be Terrifier 2 versus A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Why I'm pitting these two together is because Damien Leone has gone on record to say that Dream Warriors was one of his biggest influences while making Terrifier 2. So I figured it would be kind of fun to compare those two. I think, you know, from an outside perspective, you might be like, well, wouldn't it make more sense to do like Nightmare 2 versus, Terrifier 2? Yeah, probably. But like Nightmare 3 was specifically the one that Damien said was the movie. They're also very similar films. You know, this is where Freddy gets like really goofy, but like it's controlled in Dream Warriors, which is why I think so many people love that one so much. It makes sense. It makes sense to pit these two together. So it's going to be a fun comparison, and I'm excited for you guys to check it out next Monday. I got some exciting content coming out this week too. We're ranking the Scream movies. I'm giving my personal list, but I'm also talking about how like Rotten Tomatoes ranks the Scream movies, which is shocking. Like I was like, what? Really? No fucking way. I was kind of blown away by some of the results there. So I'm excited to talk about all those different rankings on Wednesday. Then I'm talking about Happy Death Day 3, my personal pitch for what I think the third movie in the Happy Death Day franchise should do. So check that out on Friday for Groundhog Day. Which it is Groundhog Day, not Groundhog's Day. I have been saying it wrong my entire life, ladies and gentlemen. But I figured that would be perfect. Obviously Happy Death Day is a parody of the Bill Murray 1993 classic Groundhog Day. So there you go. That's why I thought it would be fun. So check that out on Friday. Just put some finishing touches on that video today. So there you go. Kyle Israel, what's up, Kyle? How's it going, man? I loved your Nightmare on Elm Street remake video. Can you do one for Friday the 13th and or Black Christmas remakes? Ooh, yeah, absolutely. I have another one in that same style coming out on Scream 3. Probably next week. Ugh. Well, not next week. Well, yeah. Yeah, I think next week. So yeah, I'm doing that for next Wednesday, not this upcoming Wednesday. Talking about Scream 3, why I think it's underrated. And then the following Wednesday after that, I'm doing was it really that bad? Talking about My Bloody Valentine 3D. Kind of defending that film a little bit. Because that one, it's also poorly rated. And I'm like, was it that bad? I don't know. So we'll talk about both of those over the course of the next following Wednesdays or so. But I'll put Friday the 13th and Black Christmas, those remakes, on there as well. Because if we're talking specifically the 2006 Black Christmas, I really like that movie. I think it's underrated. So I'm with you on that one, Kyle. Absolutely. I will put those on the list, dude. We'll do more of those. That was really fun for me to do too, because I have always kind of been someone who wasn't crazy about the Nightmare remake, but then I read into some of the stuff, some of the behind the scenes stuff. I watched the movie again, and I'm like, this isn't the worst one. This is definitely not the worst one to me. That's just my opinion, though. That's why we call it hot takes, because some people absolutely fucking hate that movie, and I know why. Watch the video and I talk about why. There you go. Eric C's got to run. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, though, Eric. Appreciate you. Later, Jake. Have a good one, man. Same to you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you. What's up, Ella? How's it going? Woo! Holy shit. Are you hotboxing in that picture? Fuck yeah. Let's go, Ella. Very nice. I'm finally not sleeping through a live. Yes! Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Ella. I appreciate it. I might be hotboxing after this stream too. I'm not gonna lie. Old School is saying the murder spree that Michael leaves in Halloween Kills alone is fire. Listen, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Today's versus video was the hardest one so far, in my opinion. This was I almost had to flip a coin by the time we got to the end. There was one deciding factor, which if you guys have seen the video, there was one thing that pushed a certain film over the edge for me. But those two are neck and neck in my mind. I love both of those movies so much. Movies where people either love them or hate them. There is no in between. People love Scream 6 or people fucking hate it. Same thing with Halloween Kills. And that was reflected in the comments, which I thought was really surprising. I was actually pretty surprised by the comments too. I really thought majority of people would say Scream 6, but the majority of the comments were Halloween Kills, almost overwhelmingly. I was like, no way, hell yeah. And that's a good thing in my opinion. I love that Halloween Kills has some love, because when it came out, oh man, a majority of the comments were, this movie sucks, it's just kills, what's the point of this? No, but a lot of people have come around to Halloween Kills. That makes me very happy. Because I've always I've loved it since it came out. I was like, Halloween Kills is a lot of fun. Is it a step down from Halloween 2018? Maybe. But it's arguably becoming my favorite from the David Gordon Green trilogy now. I really love it. I don't know. It's really growing on me. What's your Scream ranking? You'll find out on Wednesday. I can't tell you now, Dylan. I will say it has changed from the last time I ranked them. So what was it last time? I want to say my ranking from the last time I did it, which was after Scream 6 came out, was 1, 6, 4, 5, 2, 3, maybe. I think that's what it was. It is different from that. That is not the same ranking than how I had it. So some shit has moved, but I won't say what. I won't say what, and I won't say how. Ella saying, love this chat. We love you, Ella. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you. Darth Chosen's also throwing out their Scream ranking, 4, 1, 5, 3, 6, 2. Okay. 4 above 1. Okay, Darth. I love the 4 love. 4 is fantastic. 4 gets slept on way too much, in my opinion. So I dig that. I dig that big time. Denisha, what's up, Denisha? How's it going? Tara, we don't know yet on the Maxine release. Yes, we don't. I don't know who was asking that. But we do not have a release. Oh, Tara, there we go. We do not have a release date for Maxine yet, but hopefully soon. God, fingers crossed. Tara, hope we get something. Rumor has it it's supposed to come out in the spring, so that may or may not be true. Rumors, once again. Rumors, my friend. Zork the Dark One. Oh my God, I love that name, dude. What's up, Zork? How's it going? Thanks for the $5. Appreciate it. I know most people hate Roman as a character, but he is literally the deadliest and strongest ghost face in the series. He would 1v1 any of the others. My thoughts on Roman as a killer is I'm not crazy about his motive, but I do agree Scott Foley gives an excellent performance here at the ending. So I don't know. I've never Secret Brother, like that's so cheesy, man. Come on. Some of the weakest parts of the Scream films, in my opinion, is some of its soap opera writing, and this just kind of falls into it. But I will say, and Darth Chosen just literally read my mind and said the same thing I was about to say. Scream 3 is overhated, in my opinion. I think Scream 3 is not that bad. It is not the worst. It's by far not the worst movie I've ever seen. And I don't know. I think it's an underrated film. It's not a bad movie. It's just got a lot of problems, and that's okay. Movies can have a lot of problems and still be enjoyable. And Scream 3, I think, is a testament to that. So we'll be talking a little bit about that next Wednesday. Very excited to do that video for sure. And I will be defending Roman's character a little bit as well, Zork. I might not be crazy about his motive, but I do really like Scott Foley's performance. Scott Foley is a ghost face. Pretty solid stuff. I love that. I wish he was in the movie more, too. That's something else I'm going to bring up, probably in that video. He's a little obvious, but I love his performance at the end. Him and Sydney having that battle in the third act is fucking sick. Like one of the strongest parts of that entire movie for me personally. So I do agree with you. Scream 3 is underrated. I think it's overhated, overhated, all that shit. And I'm excited to talk about it. I am. I know coming from the guy who complains about the house explosion all the time. That's me, not gonna lie. But I love it. I think it's still fun. My least favorite from the franchise, but it's still a lot of fun. Zork, thank you for the $5, man. I'm very excited for you to see that video coming up next Wednesday. And yes, I know I said it way too many times. Gangster Bro is saying, Jake, would you rather spend a night at Jurassic Park or the SCP Foundation? I have learned what the SCP Foundation is recently, and no, fuck that. I would rather spend the night with dinosaurs, like all day, every day. No thoughts, no question. Without a doubt, Jurassic Park. I have a much better chance, I think. Yes, Darth. Yes to that. Sierra is saying, would you ever do a horror would you rather video? Oh, like would you rather do this or that? Ooh, that could be fun. Sierra, I'm trying to start some new series on the page. As soon as I have more time. As soon as I have more time to do would you rather, I'd be so down. That'd be a really fun series. Like, would you rather be in this situation, that situation? Absolutely, that'd be fucking awesome. The plans keep changing. The plans keep changing for this page. I think really what I'm gonna do is I want to do a short film this spring, which I want to make, but I do want to start some other. I want to start some other channels just to have a little more job security, which I don't have right now. Like I really don't have that. YouTube is so up and down, it's insane. So I'm thinking about starting some other channels this year too. And I have one ace in the hole idea that I'm really excited to start later on. I don't want to talk about it yet, but because I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do it or not, but I do want to start some other series on this page. I want to get to the point where there's like 5 videos on this page a week, like Monday through Friday, there's a video, and then nothing on the weekends. But I'll get to that point eventually. It's just going to take some time. Tito, what's up, my friend? Thanks for the $5. Hey, man, love the channel. Thank you. Have you seen Stay Alive? It's a horror movie about a haunted video game where if you die in the game, you die for real. It's been a long time, Tito, since I've seen it, but I believe it's the same guy that directed the new Orphan movies, right? William Brent Bell that directed that one. I need to watch it again because I've since kind of fallen in love with this dude's work. I think he's very underrated, William Brent Bell. I loved Orphan First Kill. I thought it was super underrated from last year. It's one of the rare prequels that I feel like is right up there with the original. There's not too many of those prequels that I can say I love too much, but Stay Alive, I remember kind of having mixed feelings about it, which is why I want to go back and rewatch it. I have a newfound respect for that director, and I don't know, I want to give it another shot. I've had a lot of people, especially in the Scream community, praise this one, which is another reason why I want to give it another look. It's the first time I watched it, I don't know, I wasn't as into it, but I want to give it another chance for sure. And Tito, I'm gonna do it for you too, buddy. I promise. Dude, I really appreciate the love for the channel too, man. It means a lot. It's been a tough month. Jake's been rebranding and all that, so it's been a lot of work, but we're making it happen. And I just really appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. Thanks for being here, dude. Thank you for the support. And I'm gonna give that one another watch as soon as possible, man. What is that? Hang on, Tito. Hang on. We're securing this right now. What is Stay Alive on? It's probably on Tubi or something, right? 2006. I love it. I'm sorry. I know some people are like, Jake, I don't want to watch you go through Google right now. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I'm finding this thing. Damn, you can only rent that. Oh shit, that sucks. It is only on like a bunch of other places to rent for like $4. I'm still gonna do it. I don't even care. Tito, thank you so much for the support, my friend. I really appreciate it. I'm getting to it. I'm making it happen. What's up, Zoe? How's it going, buddy? Zoe's blowing me a kiss. I love it. Kisses from Zoe are always the best. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Danny is saying, Jake, stop liking terrible movies. I can't help it, man. It's my whole job. My whole job is liking terrible movies, man. Come on. Orphan First Kill sucks. The trick looked too old to... Oh, man, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, dog. I'm not that picky, I guess, Danny. Silver Princess is throwing $5 out there. Thank you for the support, my friend. Ranking the Scream movies, saying 1, 2, 6, 3, 5, and 4. I just feel like Scream 4 had no heart. And the core three, I love that. We're just going through the motions. Emma Roberts was the only saving grace. That's tough. That's tough, my friend. See, Scream 4 has a very emotional place in my heart. It was the first Scream movie I ever saw, and that ending blew me the fuck away. Lost my mind. Seeing that reveal at the end, I was just like, no fucking way, it was her the whole time. And, you know, mind you, I was a kid, but that stuck with me this whole time. Like, it has stuck with me my whole life, just remembering that was one of the first big, like, whodunit horror movies I'd ever seen, and being like, oh my God, it was her. It was that first time I had that feeling. So 4 has always been a very near and dear sequel to my heart. So I really do love it personally, but I don't know. Gail's got a pretty good sequence at the barn, which I really like. It's probably my least favorite. Well, that's tough to say. I want to say it's maybe my least favorite movie with Dewey in it, but then again, he's got that whole back and forth with Judy that I actually really appreciate, which then comes in to be the whole thing with Gail. I don't know. That whole little side thing is kind of fun to me. But that's interesting. You put 4 all the way at the bottom. Damn, brutal. I do really like that 6 is number 3, though. I appreciate that. 6 is a lot of fun. Silver Princess. And I'm glad that you appreciate Emma Roberts, because I think she's one of my favorite, like genuinely one of my favorite killers. One of my favorite killers in that whole franchise. But Silver Princess, thank you so much for the $5. Thanks for throwing out the ranking. Something I love about Scream rankings is you'll never find two of the same. Like, everyone's got a different way to rank these movies, and that's because I think all these movies are good for one reason or the other. So Silver Princess, thanks for the $5. Thanks for throwing the ranking out there. And thanks for listening to this crazy bullshit that we call this channel. Ethan the Goat, thanks for supporting the page, man. That was a weird way to say that. Thanks for supporting the page, Ethan. I appreciate you. Saying, Jake, you should vlog or do something more IRL time to time. Maybe during Halloween, have someone film you walking through a scare house or something. That'd be hilarious. Dude, that would be great, man. I've been wanting to do something like that for a long time. But of course, that means money. I got to get some shit figured out before I do something like that. But I actually am thinking about doing just having another page where I do some shit like this. I have that Jake Tyler page where I was kind of doing stuff like that, food reviews for a little while, but I want to do something like that. That would be a lot of fun for sure. So Ethan, at some point in the future, trust me, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's on the radar. It's on the radar, man. My life has been just sitting here editing stuff for like 2 years. So I'm just, I'm making shit happen, but we'll get to it. I promise. We'll get to that. Zoe Crawford is saying, look at my first comment, sir. Zoe, I saw your comment, man. I can't put that on screen, and you know why, buddy. I can't put that on there. There are some things that are off limits for Jake to talk about, because like, YouTube might just be like, no, Mr. Jake, come on. But it was very funny. It's very funny, Zoe. I appreciate you being here. And yes, Denisha, thank you for the $2. I see Zoe is in the chat. Zoe has Zoe is cute as fuck, which is why he can come on the page anytime he likes. Almost got you. You almost had me there, Zoe. You almost had me there, buddy. Zoe, you know you have a free pass to come on this page anytime you'd like. I know you're a busy guy with your job and all that, but anytime you want, just ask to come on. You're welcome. You're always welcome. What else do we got going on? Who else is hanging out up there? Gavin is here with us saying, what's up? Sorry, let me get it right. There we go. What's up, Gavin? How's it going? As always, you have one of the coolest profile pictures in here because it's Freddy Krueger around palm trees. That's awesome. He's taking a vacation from Elm Street. My man's in Florida. He's in the Keys, chilling it out. I love it, man. Gavin, welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a whole bunch. Haunting You's throwing $10 out there. Haunting You, thank you for the support, man. I really appreciate that. Saying TCM, not Turner Classic Movies, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre needs a true sequel. Don't focus on LF. Don't focus on LF. Leatherface. Wow, that took me way too long. I'm so sorry. Focus on the people. Keep him a mystery, but add a new element with him hugging himself, dancing in the moonlight with a lady's face. A feeling of abandonment. I'm feeling you there, dude. I'm really feeling you there. What I will say that I feel like is missing from a lot of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sequels, and Sarah just hit on, damn, y'all just are way faster than me. Yeah, y'all are way faster than me. The 2003 remake, I feel like, is like one of the only movies to capture that same grittiness, just in a different, more modern way. I think that the biggest thing that is missing is that everyone tries to make a slasher movie with the new Texas Chainsaw. And I would argue, and I'm going to argue this to death, that a good Leatherface movie, a true movie that is near and dear to that original film, is much more of an art house psychological thriller. There's so much so in the way that movie is set up, that original movie, that isn't set up so much like a slasher. There are elements to it for sure. You got a final girl, you got a final chase and all that, which is similar to what Halloween kind of does 4 years later. But man, that is a gritty, dirty movie. It feels like something you're not supposed to watch. And I think the 2003 movie comes close to that. But none of the other sequels or remakes, prequels, whatever, have captured that same vibe, which is why a lot of them don't work. The 2016 movie, was that 2016? The Texas Chainsaw 3D, I feel like, is a testament to that. They tried to make this like a typical modern slasher with Leatherface. And I'm like, this isn't Texas Chainsaw, man. That's just not the same vibe. I actually think that while Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022 definitely falls into that category, it gets a little closer to it than the 2016 movie does, but not quite. You know, it has the grimy kills and all that, but it's still set up like a movie, you know? And I know some people are hearing this and they're like, what is Jake even talking about here? No, dude, you gotta get back to a film that feels candid, a film that doesn't even feel like it's a movie. It feels like a snuff film. You know, that's what's so great about the 74 flick. It just doesn't feel like you're watching a scripted movie. It feels like you're really watching teenagers in the 70s get fucking murdered. And I would also argue that a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film can't take place in the modern day with cell phones and all that shit. It's just not going to be the same. You got to have Texas Chainsaw. What? Hold the fuck on, Danny. TCM 3D was 2013. Wait, forget what the fuck I was saying. No way was that 2013. Was it? Oh man, Texas Chainsaw 3D. That was 2013. What the fuck? That's weird. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit right there. That feels like a 2016 movie, and I can't even explain why. I cannot explain why, but it just does. Okay, back to the point I was trying to make. Hang on. My ADHD just got real ahead of itself there. Yes, no, I do agree though. I do agree. I think a big part of that is building the mystery of why these people are doing what they're doing. Building the mystery around Leatherface. Why is he doing what he's doing? You know, you kind of get that answer by the time you get the dinner scene, of course. But I love it. I think that keeping that in the background 100% is a big factor into why some of these new movies haven't worked for people. I don't mind. I really don't mind some of the newer movies. Like I said, I think the 2003 movie is a lot of fun. I'm maybe one of the rare few people out there who thinks the beginning is even better. I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning. It's insane. It's darker. I love it. It's great. But it's a different animal. You know what I mean? It's definitely a different animal. It has that same griminess, but it's just a different way to tell that story. It's effective. It's very good. It's definitely towards the top of my list in terms of ranking this franchise. I love 2 as well. Tobe Hooper just approaches that movie entirely different. It's this crazy fucking comedic, almost parody of the original movie, which I love. It works for me a lot. I love TCM 2. It's a lot of fun. The remakes are good. 3 and 4 are rough, tough to get through. 4 is really funny though. So if you like So Bad It's Good movies like I do, you might enjoy that one. I'm trying to think what else is good from that franchise. I really like the 2022 movie Leatherface. I did not do it for me, man. That was, okay, that's what I'm thinking of. That was 2017, I think. Right, Danny? Who's in the chat correcting me? No, I'm just kidding. No, please correct me if I get something wrong. Danny, I appreciate you. That was 2017 though. I'm like 99% sure. That movie was not good. I don't know. That movie did not do it for me for whatever reason. Tried to be like a whodunit, which is weird. I don't know. That didn't work. That one did not work for me. But the 2022 movie is fun because it's your run-of-the-mill slasher. It's got some crazy kills to it. Is it breaking new ground? Absolutely not. But it's fun for what it is, in my opinion. A lot of people hated that one, but I had a blast with it. Had some great kills, had some great moments. The murder bus was alone price of admission earned, in my opinion. So I'll take it. Haunting You, thank you for the $10, my friend. Don't focus on LF. Sorry it took me a minute to get there. Silver Princess is throwing another $5 in there. I appreciate you once again, my friend. Thank you. Ooh, bringing Saw into the conversation. I love it. If Mark Hoffman was in Scream, he would smoke every ghost face. It's not even close. Maybe Mickey, Roman, and Wayne would give him some trouble. I mean, yeah. We're talking about the guy that took out an entire fucking... an FBI precinct? Is that right? Am I getting that right from Saw 3D? I don't even care if it's ridiculous. It happened. It's canon, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Mark Hoffman would blow through these guys like they're nothing. Like they're balsa wood? Is that what I always want to say bulba wood, but that's not right. It's balsa wood. Blow through them. Blow through them like they're nothing. Like they're tissue paper. Even better. There you go. An even better example that more people probably know what it is. No, without a doubt, Mark Hoffman is completely insane. He's one of my favorite characters from the entire Saw franchise. I just rewatched the whole movies. Well, not just rewatched. Right before Saw X came out, I got through all 9 of those movies again, and I love them. I love them to death. The only one I dislike is Jigsaw. That's really the only one. And even at that, Jigsaw is not even that bad of a movie. It's just got some crazy mistakes in it where it's like, how did you miss that, man? Come on. Like, this doesn't make any sense. It just can't fit in the timeline for some of the stuff that it does. But I don't know, man. Those movies work for me. The fact that there's 10 of them and most of them are good, in my opinion, it's like, shit. Saw is up there as one of those franchises that we got to talk about. We're going to be talking about for a long time. The consistency there, at least in my opinion, is great. Some people hate the Saw movies, and I respect it, but that is soap opera writing that works for me. Because it's not, like, nothing is, like, too outlandishly in your face a stretch. There are stretches, for sure. But it's not stuff that's, like, in your face, this is so comical and ridiculous that it just can't make sense. Some of the movies, like Saw 3D, we were just talking about that, get to that place, but not most of the movies. So, I don't know, for me, if I vibe with it, it's also super gruesome. They always deliver on what you want from a Saw movie. People are going to get tortured, you know? I'll take it. All 10 of the movies, you got that. So how can I complain? How can I complain? Silver Princess, thank you for the $5, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Mark Hoffman would run through the ghost faces, though. No question about it. Zoe Crawford. Dude, I love this question. 5 creatures from the Black Lagoon versus Bruce from Jaws. Is that more PG? Yes. Yeah, we're not talking about one of the most evil human beings that ever lived. So I'll put that up on screen, you know? So I'm real cautious these days, you know? Shit's crazy on YouTube. 5 creatures from the Black Lagoon versus Jaws versus Bruce the Shark. Who wins that fight? Honestly, I think the creatures from the Black Lagoon. Bruce is smart, don't get me wrong. Bruce is a smart fella. I mean, Jesus Christ, he takes down a whole boat by himself, even after being, like, mortally wounded. But Creature from the Black Lagoon, dude's smart too, man. I mean, he's able to, climb up into that boat and do some damage. 5 of those dudes versus one 20-foot, 20, maybe 25-foot shark. I think they could take him down. They got the numbers, you know what I mean? That's a big factor in that too. So I love that. Zoe, I don't know if you said it. I might have missed it, my friend. I did. You can come on. I'll send you the link. I'd love to talk with you for a bit. My return is imminent, people who are asking. Okay, so maybe tonight. Maybe another night. I don't know. I mean, Zoe, you're always welcome, my friend. You're always welcome. You have the pass to come on whenever you want. You goofy guy, you. Did I miss a super chat? I did not. Okay. I was like, really want to make sure. Really want to make sure that happened. Tito is saying, please do movie reactions. We need horror movie reactions from you. That would be fun. I follow a few pages that do that. What's it called? Oh, I can't remember. She's Scared, I think is the channel name that does these. I really like her videos. Very fun stuff. I would love to do something in that realm. That would be a lot of fun. Just reacting to a movie and, you know, throwing in my 2 cents. That's what's been really fun about doing the watch parties. I've been able to like throw my 2 cents in about how I feel about certain scenes, and I feel like that clears up a lot of, you know, a lot of discrepancies there may be, might be out there. A lot of people really think that a lot of people, words are hard. I think a lot of people think I hate Screams 2 and Scream 3. I don't. I really don't. But they have their problems, and I'm very passionate about this franchise. That's why I criticize them as hard as I do. Oh shit. Okay, cool. Lots of notifications I got to keep up with. Jesus Christ. But yes, I'll do these. I'll make this happen. Once again, another thing I want to do more series of, which getting to that point, you know, I gotta get a certain amount ahead before I can make that happen. Bluck is saying Jake just hates legacy characters and wants to see them all die. Yeah, you know what? Ignore everything I just said. You're right. You're right. They're all terrible. Sidney Prescott is awful. They should have just killed her in the second movie. I'm kidding. Before everyone unsubscribes. I'm joking. Jason is saying, Jake, just out of curiosity, are you friends with Cody Leach or We Watched the Movie? We Watched the Movie. Yeah, we've gone back and forth a few times. Those guys are awesome. I love them. I really like Cody Leach's page. I don't know if he really likes me though. I have yet to have any interaction with the dude. So I guess I shouldn't say, but I don't know. I like his content. He makes some good stuff. I like his reviews. Bluck is saying, Gail lived. What the hell? She should have died. She should have died in Scream 6, man. That would have been perfect. It would have been perfect setup. I love Gail, and I've gone on record to say I think she's my favorite Scream character out of the whole bunch. She's my favorite. I actually really love her arc. It's very up and down, which is, you know, which is something that has been very controversial. Some people are like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I vibed with that in 6. But imagine if she's back on her bullshit in Scream 6, writing books about shit and all that, and then she dies. She gets comeuppance for it. I think that would have been way more powerful and way more bittersweet with how we feel about the character overall. And that's my favorite part about Gale Weathers. She is a bittersweet character that is written to perfection in almost all of those movies. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Please respect everyone's opinions out there in the chat. I don't want to have to block anybody, but this is a page where we all respect each other's opinions, and you know, some of us may dislike certain movies, and that's okay. You know, I've I shit on movies all the time, but that doesn't mean I hate people who like the movies that I dislike. That's crazy. Jason Carpenter. Jason knows, you know, I'm not a big fan of Halloween Ends. Jason loves Halloween Ends, though, and I respect his opinion. I love it. In fact, I love that we have someone on here that represents that movie, that talks positively about it. That's the point of building a community, so please respect everyone's opinions. Please be nice to each other out there in the chat. I'm seeing some things I'm not crazy about, and I don't want to have to block anybody, but that's your warning to someone who's maybe doing that out in the chat. If I see it again, I'm going to have to block you. I don't want to have to do that, but this is supposed to be a safe space for talking about all that stuff. Chrissy is saying I've interacted with Night Swim creator and Marcus Koch as well. Marcus Koch made 100 Tears. 100 Tears? I don't think I've seen that one. 100 Tears? That doesn't even sound familiar. Damn. Were they nice, Chrissy? I'm curious. I'm curious what you thought about them. Cody, you've yet to interact with Coach Cody Leach as well, but I have interacted with Drum Dums a lot. Lee is amazing. Lee has been nothing but supportive of my page. I even had the honor of being on a live stream with him one time. I love him. I love his content to death. Drum Dums has been a massive inspiration for this page, a lot, a big time. So once again, I was watching a lot of him before I even started this page. Him, like Dead Meat, 3C Films. I was watching their pages a whole bunch before I even started, and I was like, God damn, I gotta do that. I gotta do something like that. It'd be awesome. So I love their pages so much to death. I've been watching Lee for a very long time. It was a weird full circle moment. Like I think it was last year when I was able to be on a stream with him. It was bizarre. It was like, whoa, this is insane. All right, Danny, I'm blocking you, man. If you're going to be a dick to people who have been here for a long time and say they have no taste, that's just uncalled for. So, sorry, buddy. That's just not very cool. Not a very nice thing to say. Jumpscare TV has been a member for a month. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Love the content, man. Keep it up. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that. It's, like I said, it's been a tough month, but we're making it happen. We're making it happen, man. Oh, it's getting there. I said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again. I don't even care. I'm so happy. I got a comment on a video I posted 2 weeks ago. You know how many times that happens? Rarely. Hardly at that. And I'm just so happy. It's content I made 2 weeks ago. People are still watching. I'm just like, let's go, baby. Let's make it happen. So I'm thrilled. I know this is gonna work. I just gotta follow through. That's really what it comes down to. So I'm really glad that so many people are enjoying the new content. I've been working a lot harder on it, making it something much more special, and I hope that people will enjoy it for years to come. I'm very excited. Jumpscare TV, thank you for being a member. I really do appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Blucka is saying Screams 5 and 6 did one thing really well, and that is set up the potential for a weapon that kills Terminators, as that is what most of the cast has turned into after 6. Chad Meeks Martin, the new Terminator. I mean, I guess Dewey's in that boat too, man. Dewey's surviving crazy shit too. Jason saying Drum Dums rocks. Absolutely. We love him. Great stuff from him. Zoe saying Dr. Wolfula is the GOAT TBH. I've watched a lot of him too. I really love a lot of his stuff. He's been around for a very long time too. A lot of people don't appreciate elements like that, but dude's been going strong for a very, very long time. He deserves all the subscribers that he has. I love him. I love his content a lot. I actually found him, when did I found him like much later on. Like I think I was doing KillJoy Jake for like a year and a half and I found his page and I'm like, ooh, damn. I just really appreciate the attention to detail in his videos. Like dude's wearing a mask and shit the whole time. I mean, he's like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I'm really impressed by how much effort goes into his videos. And, I don't know. I really appreciate that. There's a lot of horror content creators who either just, give up after a certain amount of time because there's just not as much people who want to check out like this subject on YouTube versus, other topics like video games and sports. And I'm trying to think what else. Video games especially though, like just dominate this platform. You know what I mean? Like it's really tough to build a page talking about anything else. I mean, like, and in no way do I regret this. I hope this doesn't come off as me being bitter, but if I had focused for 4 years on a different subject, I'd probably have like 200,000 subscribers on a page like this. But I don't care. I love that I'm able to build this page off of something that I'm very passionate about. This will always be my main page. I'm thinking about starting a sports channel because I love the Browns like to death. And God damn it, I want them to go to a Super Bowl just one time. I mean, come on. Same with the Lions, man. Oh, don't even get me started on that game. But I'm thinking about starting a Browns channel just because I'm like, you know what? I want to get my voice out there. I want my boys to make it to the Super Bowl. And I want to talk about it online. So I might be starting that sometime soon, but this will always be my main page. I love horror movies to death. They will always be my favorite. That's always going to be my biggest, thing that I love. My favorite media to consume. So. Gotta love it. Ty Lee is saying CZ's World is Fire. Another great channel for sure. Dude, you want to talk about attention to detail. Jesus Christ. I don't even know how that guy does it without sleeping. I don't know how he has time to sleep, I guess is my point. That dude's, the research in his videos is like insane. Like I don't know, attention to detail, the way he edits. It's crazy, man. I'm blown away by every upload on his page. He just did a Scream video too. Which I love. I got to check that out. I've been meaning to watch that. What was it? It was like something about how the ghost faces. It was something about the ghost faces though. I can't remember off the top of my head. I've yet to watch it, but I got to check it out for sure. Blucka, man, I know. The Browns make stupid decisions, man. They make really stupid decisions. That's all I'm going to say. But Joe Flacco, that was a good one. That was a random good decision. Which they make, it's so crazy. The Browns make like these great decisions, and then they make these like abysmal, what the fuck were you thinking decisions. Like we have no we have no money to spend on new players now because of all that shit, and it's crazy. Okay, I'm done. I'm saving it for that other channel, I promise. Evil Monsterism, I love that name, is saying Dave McRae is a great guy and a great horror channel. Absolutely, dude. I love Dave McRae. I still have got to check out his. Did he make the other It's Me Billy movie yet? Did that come out, or is that still in the works? I can't remember. I haven't watched him in a minute. It's been a minute, dude. But I really loved It's Me Billy. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's a Black Christmas fan film that he made. Really, really excellent job he did with that, I think. And I know he announced it too. I can't remember if that's out or not yet, though. It's really slipping me. But I really love his content. He makes some great stuff. He's got a great voice, too. Absolutely got a killer voice. A lot of great people in the community. I'm very, very grateful to be surrounded by such great people. Thoughts on The Lost Boys? This is one of my favorite vampire movies of all time. If it comes to like romantic vampire movies, this is maybe my number one. I think objectively, Bram Stoker's Dracula is just one of the most well executed, like romantic vampire movies, so to say. But The Lost Boys is my favorite, personally. I just love it. It's so much fun. It feels like a Scream film. You know what I mean? It feels like a Scream film for vampire movies. Which I don't know if, I've heard a lot of people say like calling a movie fun is a bad thing because it's like, well, what else does it got going for it? But The Lost Boys has got a lot of heart. It's got a lot of relatability. It's got some brutal and sad and happy, triumphant moments. It's all over the place. It's got a lot of emotions and good vibes. Like, is that a weird thing? But I love the vibes of that movie. You know what I mean? You really feel like you're in the late 80s or like maybe even early 90s with that film. It's just got this undeniable vibe to it. I love it. It's easily, Gavin, I'm with you, dude. It's easily in the top 3 for my, if I had to rank all vampire movies ever. For me personally, it's not like number 3. What's my favorite though? Dude, 30 Days a Night might be my number 1. 30 Days of Night is brutal. Oh, goddamn. I love that movie to death. That scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid too. 30 Days of Night, like I was so upset by that when I was much younger. I saw that at way too young of an age. Simply way too young of an age. But that's great. Absolutely great stuff. Chrissy's talking about, I clicked on the wrong thing. Fright Night, Lost Boys, Dracula from Universal, and Hammer. Ooh, good distinction there. Sorry. But yeah, no, the Hammer pictures are great too. With Christopher Lee, man. Oh my God. Those are worth a watch, man. For sure. Evil Monsterism is saying horror nut to fellow horror nut. What's your favorite non-horror movie? Mine is a tie between Armageddon and Twins. Oh my God, Twins. Armageddon is a great choice though. Oh my God, that's a very underrated movie. Trying to think, what's my favorite non-horror movie? I used to say Ferris Bueller's Day Off for the longest time. I love that movie, but I think I've since grown out of it, if that makes sense. But I love it. I still love it. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is excellent. Pee-wee's Big Adventure is up there for me. I think that movie is just, it's so special for what it is. There's something so funny and iconic about it. It's got that Tim Burton, like, campy weirdness to it as well that I think is just so well done. Man, I'm really trying to think. What's like my number 1 favorite non-horror movie? Because I feel like Jaws and Jurassic Park kind of fall into that vibe, but what's like what is a non-horror movie that falls into that? Probably, I mean, man, Pee-wee's Big Adventure is really up there. Planet of the Apes is a very much so a favorite of mine. God damn, I'm really trying to think. That's so tough. There's so many good movies, dude. And we're not talking any genre specifically. We're saying like just non-horror. Justin Proper is talking about Back to the Future. That's a great choice. I love the first Back to the Future to death. Rocky, also another very, definitely 2 of my favorites right there. Rocky is so emotional. Rocky makes me cry every time I see it. I don't care. And that goofy man makes me cry. Even if when he uses light switches, he has to physically say click, like make the sound with his mouth. What? That's so funny. I love him. I love him to death. Zoe is saying you still got to come with me to the Scream house in California, dude. When I have the time and the money to do that, I will. I swear to God, I would love to film that video. You want to talk about doing some crazy vlogs or some shit like that? Oh my God, that would be great. I would love to make that happen. Oh, dude, Chrissy, I love. Oh my God, I unapologetically love the Austin Powers movies. My favorite guilty pleasure movie is Austin Powers 3. It is not a good movie, but I love it to death. It's ridiculous. It's just, you know how some movies just have like a main line to your funny bone? Austin Powers 3 is that movie for me. I can't even explain it. It is just a movie that I can put on anytime and it makes me laugh, and I love it. But Austin Powers 2, also fantastic. Favorite non-horror movie, as well as Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Oh, and Step Brothers? Oh my God. Oh, I love Step Brothers to death. Anchorman is probably my favorite comedy of all time, though. Like Goldmember is my guilty pleasure comedy, but dude, oh my God. Anchorman, that's so fucking funny. There's some ridiculous scenes in that. You guys are throwing some great suggestions out here too. Superbad is so good. The lunchbox full of dick drawings, that's so funny. Come on. That's great. Blucka saying John Wick made you want more just to see how he killed men with a fucking pencil. I mean, yeah. Blucka, you can't tell me. And you know, Blucka's very critical on movies, but Blucka, you can't tell me you didn't love that scene in John Wick 2 where he finally gets to kill a person with a pencil, right? Come on. You had to have loved that scene, man. That's insane. Oh my God, I love that. Love that to death. Tropic Thunder and the other guys were pretty good. Oh my God, the other guys is so underrated. Like, this is a movie that does not get talked about enough. When they're like, aim for the bushes, man. That is so fucking funny. Like, what? That's crazy. Justin, you didn't see John Wick 2 yet? What are you doing? Justin, you got to watch that movie. That's my favorite John Wick, personally. John Wick 2 is my favorite. That's like my number one of the whole franchise. And trust me, I spoiled nothing. Like, well, okay, I spoiled something, but that is not the biggest part of that movie. There are 3 more things I can think of off the top of my head, that are way more shocking about that film. And for those who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. The scene at the Continental is like jaw-dropping. Like, fuck. I love it. John Wick 2, one of my favorite action movies of all time. Love it. The Beekeeper. The Beekeeper is literally just John Wick, but with bee puns. So I don't know what to tell you. You already knew that, Justin. You see, you're fucking with me, man. Justin likes to come on here and fuck with me, man. He knows I'm gullible. He knows I'm a gullible little fuck. You keep me on my toes, Justin, though, and I appreciate that. Very good stuff. Blucka saying in the other guys, when Will Ferrell says, all right, everyone, 9 a.m., let's have a great day. And the other guy screams, shut the fuck up already. That's so funny. Oh, it's great, dude. Oh, God, I love those movies. So Will Ferrell comedies, man, they just have I don't know, something about them. They just do it for me. Someone said semi-pro or semi-pro, whatever. So someone said that earlier. I just watched that for the first time. Very underrated. I watched that on like HBO Max, like on a whim. I'm like, I haven't seen this one. You know, I should watch it. It was good. It's not better than Anchorman or any of those other movies, but a really good comedy. Like, has some really funny moments to it. And a great cast, too. Like, that was something I was surprised by. It's got some really funny bits in there. Will Ferrell's character in that movie is hilarious. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be going live a lot this week, and I don't want you to get sick of me, so I'm probably going to end this stream a little early. Probably going to end it at the 90-minute mark. Mostly because I'm tired. I put in a very long day, and I'm doing it again tomorrow. It's going to be crazy. But what I will say is 10 o'clock tomorrow, going live again with Craven Something Scary. We're talking Scream 7 theories exclusively. So this stream was kind of all over the place, but we're talking Scream 7 exclusively tomorrow, which I know a lot of you are going to be very excited about. So make sure to check that out tomorrow night. Very late, I know, but make sure to check it out. Craven's coming on the page, guys. We got to be nice to Craven. We love him. We love Craven around here. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be fun. What else? Oh, what else was I going to say? Make sure to stay tuned for Wednesday's video. I'm very excited for that. We're talking about how Rotten Tomatoes ranks the Scream movies, and I'm also going to be putting out my own personal ranking in the same video. It's going to be fun. And then Friday on Groundhog Day, talking about Happy Death Day 3, my own personal pitch for that movie, what I think they should do for that next film. So stop on by, say hey. We're going live too, tomorrow and on Wednesday. We're doing a Scream 3 watch party on Wednesday, which is going to be fun. So come along and watch that movie with us. It's going to be a fun time. And as always, everybody, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. We'll be live again tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.